I thought a productive day today, getting back to work after taking a couple days off from the field. Yesterday we lifted and we met, so to get back on the field, I thought today was extremely productive. You can see a lot of the younger players now, they're struggling with the routine of getting into school, a full academic workload, and then managing that with playing football. And so, it's great to see some of the elements. We finally had some heat and some humidity, so to really push our guys through. And I think the big thing is treating this week like it's game week. Our players have to learn the intensity, the mental preparation has to be turned up. And so I'm going to rely on our players, staff, and our seniors to really help lead that charge as we continue to move forward. But I'll answer any questions you may have.
It seemed like you maybe anticipated it'd be a different day for the kids today, going to school, going to class, being almost maybe crank the intensity up a little bit.
26 years of doing this, you get used to, you can see the younger players and being able to manage all the distractions, and we talk about, everything is about taking care of your body. Making sure you get 8 hours sleep, making sure you're hydrated, you're drinking the water, making sure you're eating the right things. All those little things that big-time players do, that big-time programs that win do. And so, everything is a teaching process, a teaching opportunity for this football team.
What Trayshawn said, that you definitely know how to push their buttons, particularly in talking about the lack of playmakers. How much of that is you needing to do that to spur these guys along, and how much of that is just to test their mental ability?
Well, it's a combination of both. And if they're worried about me on the football field, what happens when there's 102, 455 in the stands? And so, all that is that mental toughness, that mental conditioning, but also it is a challenge, and we have to have some individuals step up. And so, I think they kind of look forward to see who's going to be called out a little bit, but it's all productive, and it's a compliment in a way, because we're saying, hey, we need you to step up, lock in. It's that mental effort, that mental intensity, that mental focus that is required on each and every snap. And that's how you finish games. That's how you win games in the fourth quarter. That's how you go on the road and get road victories.
Will you make final decisions on who's probably going to play after watching the film tonight for mainly?
Yeah.
Make or break?
I don't know make or break, but some individuals, they have to play. So as you can see, we're force feeding them. But we'll have our mock game tomorrow with every imaginable scenario. But yeah, we'll go back, and this was kind of the final exam for a lot of individuals, because now leading into our mock game tomorrow, it's special teams, depth charts are locked in and all that. So this was kind of a final examination, so to speak.
With you guys planning on playing such an up-tempo offense, how many wide receivers do you like to get into the game?
As many as possible. With the up-tempo that we want to play, we've played as many as 10. And we don't have that luxury right now. But also in our offense, we have the ability to slow down and play to our defense too. So, we'll be able to mix our tempos up.
Have you all set a timeline internally for when you want to name the starting quarterback, either publicly or privately?
Right now I'm thinking Monday. I want to have the opportunity to really watch the film, watch all four individuals' body of work throughout the course of training camp. And then I want to be able to sit down with each individual and them hear it from me and where we're going. And then it's going to be how all four individuals progress throughout the season. It's a long season, but right now, which individual do we feel gives us the best opportunity to beat Austin Peay?
Are you inclined to go with one guy once you make that decision, or in the first game or two? Could you see how they do in game-like situations?
I'd like to settle in on one guy, but the competition will not be over with. It's all about productivity and your body of work. I think we proved that last year at Cincinnati. I want to say we were 6-2 or something like that, and we made a quarterback change. Again, we're going to go with the individual who we felt, was best at that particular time. So it'll be an ongoing process of really evaluating how we continue to grow and develop at that position, but not just the quarterback position, but every position.
In addition to naming the starter, how long can you keep repping four guys once game week? Is that a decision you have to make this weekend?
Yeah, it'll get down now. The starter will get the bulk of the reps, and then number two, and then number three has to be able to go mentally. So we will cut those repetitions down.
What's tomorrow's mock game going to entail, and what's the plan for the rest of the game?
The mock game is anything and everything that could occur throughout the course of a football game and the course of a football season. You know, we'll even practice, you know, the center getting injured, you know, and the backup center has to come and get snaps from the quarterback. We're going to practice halftime, and where we go at halftime, we'll practice pregame warm-ups. You know, we'll practice all the little game management situations, the small details. You know, we don't assume anything. So there's a lot of mental repetitions involved, and plus we'll also practice, you know, we'll try to have an estimated guess or educated guesses and through film study of what Austin P is going to give us, and we'll rep those as well in that mock game.
But Jordan Williams seemed to come on the last few weeks. What has he done to kind of earn that rotation with the one?
Jordan Williams has given us an explosiveness off the edge. You know, his first step off the ball. He's playing with a relentlessness that we expect and demand from our defensive front. And so he's performing extremely well right now.
How important is it that you guys find that explosive guy?
Need it. It's critical. You know, again, everyone wants to talk about playing great pass defense, and we're going to be challenged with them throwing the football Saturday night. And so everyone wants to talk about the secondary, but you win up front. You know, you have to impact the quarterback with ball disruptions and the pass rush, hits on the quarterback, and so that's going to be critical.
Jersey again,
Precautionary.
Coach, back to the quarterbacks, how do you balance all the different variables when maybe guys aren't getting the exact same number of snaps within ones and twos and threes? How do you balance the teammates and talent around the ball?
Well, that's why we really rotated them, and that's why we've made them live too, and that's why we'll go back and we'll look at all the film. But like we told them, every rep is a valuable rep. A mental rep in the film room. You know, that's being evaluated, and everything is about a body of work over a course of time.
How critical could special teams be for this particular team?
Monumental. You know, you win with special teams, and special teams tells you about the makeup of your football team, from role understanding to doing your job to field position. You know, part of playing winning defense is great special teams because it's a field position game. And I told you, our room of error with this football team is very slim. Our margin of error is very small. And so it is really accelerated on special teams. It's magnified by your special teams and field position. So special teams is going to be a critical element to winning football games with this football team.
Players embrace the idea that could be the winning edge.
They hear it every day. You know, we practice every single rep, every single unit of special teams. We practice every day. And so it's a skill that has to be practiced day in and day out.
Coach, is it typical for you to rep it this hard, or is it kind of a reflection of that margin you're talking
No,
about?
we've always repped it, you know, because everywhere we've been, you know, we haven't been the most talented football teams, you know, and so much of it, you know, the momentum of a game can change, and it usually occurs in special teams.
But I know that as y'all move forward now to Austin Peay preparing for a specific opponent, I know you said camp isn't over, but with the mock game tomorrow, I guess things changed a little bit. Was it a good camp? I mean, when you look back overall, did you get what you needed to get out of it?
Yeah, you always wish you had a little bit more, but I did think it was a productive camp. You know, and we had some challenges, obviously, with the first week of summer school still in session. You know, I would have liked, you know, for the weather conditions, I would have liked for it to be hotter, but I think everyone in the country, you know, has kind of gone through that. But I think it was very, very productive. Now the maturity of this football team is really going to show through now, the leadership, obviously with school starting.